Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Brickyard 400, Round 10 of the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series Season 6. On the pole is the 16 of Greg Jones, and alongside him is the 10 of Joshua Balkin. Starting third is the 29 of Jacob Stumpf. Fourth is Sean Galligan, and fifth is Chris Summers. So a Ford and a Dodge on the front row, and then the next two rows are swept by Chevys. So let's get the cars rolling off. Alright, we're going to get you the command to fire engines here at Indy.
Drivers, start your engines!
42 cars come to life for 24 laps around the historic Brickyard 400. And CJ Sorensen, Charles Jackson on the final row. CJ is currently 40th in the points. So not what he needs whatsoever, but it's Greg Jones that's going to lead the field to the green flag here for 24 laps at Indy. Yes, we've added 8 laps from last season, and let's see how this goes over. Here we go. Pace car will pull into pit lane. Here we go. The field in the hands of Greg Jones, getting set to get this race under the green flag. Coming down the long front straightaway, will we see the usual big one that we see at the beginning of the Indy races most of the time? And the green flag comes out. We're racing here at Indy. Heading off into turn 1. Summers tried to make it 3 wide already, but that's not going to work. Here we go through turn 1 for the first time. There's a little bit of instability throughout the field. Some 3 wide racing. Some guys getting loose coming to the back stretch. Down the back stretch, cars fanning out, but we are not 3 wide. At least nothing that I can see. Entering turn number 3. This is where the trouble spot is, because the guys are up to speed. That makes cars pulling right in a row. Let's make sure we got a bunch of flybys here on lap 1, and it looks like everybody is going to keep it clean. Drag race coming to the line, and it's going to be the veteran Greg Jones winning the race to the lineup for lap number 1. We're still going to get a few more flybys here. Early like they always do at Indy. And oh, hard into the outside wall, and over goes Michael Nemechek, the rookie, and there's more cars crashing. I see CJ Sorensen, Richard Johnson. I believe maybe Eric Burton was in that. We got a side-by-side battle going for the lead right now. Greg Jones trying to fend off Jacob Stumpf. Jacob's gonna get the better of him. Coming out of turn 4. Oh, there's more spinning. There's more spinning in turn 3, and coming back to the stripe, Jacob Stumpf wins it back. So we got CJ. Oh, Jordan Apolito, the point leader coming into this race, has crashed. Richard Johnson, Andrew Schwartz. Many cars on pit lane that we're not gonna be able to see until we get the replay, I think. See? Oh, Sean Henley, Michael Nemechek, Garrett Jones. Garrett comes into this race 4th in points on a bit of a slump as of late. He's involved. Many cars are crashed here on lap number 2. Let's get a replay. Alright then, here it is. I don't really know what happened, because it somehow ended up being CJ and Michael Nemechek, but I don't see Michael. Oh, he had already been spun. Oh, man. Oh, wait. No, that was... Whoa, he's already upside down. I have no clue how Michael Nemechek ended up upside down like that. Let's back this up for you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Richard Johnson got into him. Got him in the quarter panel and the tire. And when you hit here at Indy, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to hit very hard. And then Garrett Jones and Matthew McMurray made some contact. And down goes the track into Andrew Schwartz. So now, let's see what happened further up. Now, I know it involved... Let's just go back to Garrett Jones, because of the guys that I see in front, I think he's the first one that we saw out on the pit lane. Now, it might have been the 83. Yeah, the 83 of Drew Austin got into him. And, oh, this is going to be a vicious hit. Oh, 191 miles an hour into that inside wall. Ooh, Henley got clobbered. Or, Henley clobbered Garrett. And I think that was it. Yep, that was it. Caution has come up for the first time here at Indy on lap 2. We're gonna... Oh, wait, what happened to Ippolito? Oh, yeah, he was in that turn 1 crash, but I didn't really notice him in it. Oh, yeah, now I remember that. Alright, if you guys want to see it one more time here, here it is. Looks like CJ just overdrove the corner flat out into Michael Shelton, and oh! Ouch. Oh, wow, look at Kyle Smith. Remember, he's last in points. He's racing for wins now, because he's 190 points out of the championship point lead. And he's still about 146 points out of 11th, or out of 10th place. So, a very rough season for Kyle Smith, and that was the first taste of good luck he's had all season long, as he just barely missed that crash. And obviously they wrecked up here, and racing back to the line, they were just racing. They weren't wrecking. So we'll get you back to the restart, where Jacob Stumpf, a rookie, is going to try to win the historic Brickyard 400. The lights atop the pace car are out. We're going to restart on lap 7 of 24. Restarting on point will be Jacob Stumpf in the 29. Second, Joshua Balkin. Third, Greg Jones. Fourth, Jeffrey Finge. Fifth, Cole Freilich. Sixth, Seth Cole. Seventh, Chris Summers. Eighth, Anthony Emery. Ninth, Billy Bishop. And 10th is Phil Jones. Alright, there's Cole Freilich, the Kentucky winner. Fresh off of that great win. Right now, he's running in the 5th position, trying to bring home that win. And we were talking about Kyle Smith and his rough season. He restarts way deep in the field in the 32nd position. And obviously 32nd position, not a good place to be sitting. But the thing about it is his name comes up at Indy sometimes from that season 3 crash when he got into Greg Jones late in the going, turned him sideways and caused all the leaders to crash, and that ended up giving the win to, I believe it was John Dillon back in season 3, if I'm not mistaken. Now 3 seasons later, in season number 6, we are going to go back under the green flag with Kyle Smith deep in the field and Greg Jones up front, so I don't think they're going to be an issue today. And the green flag is back out. Jacob Stumpf leads it back to the restart. And here comes Greg to the inside for second. Already a battle for second on the restart. Here he comes underneath Joshua Balkin. He's looking for more. Here he comes, Greg Jones. Looking for the lead on Jacob Stumpf. Down the back straightaway, guys with damage deep in the field trying to wade this race out. But it's Greg Jones all over the back bumper of the 29 of Jacob Stumpf. As they come around, coming off of turn 4, Jacob Stumpf walks up the racetrack. Greg wasn't able to capitalize on it. Coming down the front straightaway, Kyle Smith just hanging on to the back of this field. It's going to be Jacob Stumpf leading this lap. This is a really good angle because you can see Sawyer. In Indiana, I just saw Cole Freilich sideways. Don't have a caution as he was able to save it. Alright, now we're going to go back to this camera. Well, look at the speeds going into turn number 3. 212 miles an hour. Incredible speeds here at Indy. Working through turn 4, it's going to be Jacob Stumpf leading yet another lap. This is such a great view of the front stretch because you can see all the cars coming out of 4. Oh, Devin Hargett gave him a little scare there. Wow, he was very close to getting wrecked. There's Andrew Schwartz, Jordan Ippolito, Michael Shelton. A few guys trying to wade this race out. Oh, Dion Petty. Oh, that's not going to work, boys. And there they go. Dylan Young gets spun. Oh, man, he just clobbered John Dillon. carnage in the turn. Joseph Bryant, Dylan Young, two NNS CRA drivers. This could be a mess. Oh. Coming through the turn, Greg Jones is going to lose out on a bunch of spots. Oh, Stephen Dillon's up the wall. Okay, good. Usually when a driver gets into the wall, drivers scatter everywhere and then they hit that pit wall at a very deadly angle. Uh-oh, Joseph Bryant and John Dillon have both wrecked extremely hard down in turns 1 and 2. And we're going to see what happened to cause those guys to hit so hard. Dylan Young overdrove the exit of the turn, hit Dion, and I think Dion wasn't happy with Dylan Young, and then he turned him. Oh, Dylan hit that inside wall extremely hard. And then when he came back up into traffic, obviously these guys with nowhere to go. Man, that is not a good thing to do on Dion's part. He just flat out dumped him. And, oh, what a huge hit into that guardrail and then out into the outside retaining wall. Man, very hard crashes here at Indy to start off the race, and that's not what we wanted, but unfortunately, that's the beast of Indy, I guess you could say. And Jacob Stumpf, a rookie, is going to lead him back to the restart. Alright, the lights on the pace car are out, and that means we will be restarting this race here on lap 14 of 24, 11 laps to go. Jacob Stumpf is your leader with Jeffrey Finge in second, third Joshua Balkin, fourth is Seth Cole, and fifth is Cole Freilich. Sixth, Greg Jones, seventh, Phil Jones, eighth, Carter Kozlowski, ninth, Chris Summers, and 10th is Sean Galligan. So we got some very experienced veterans such as Galligan, Summers, Kozlowski, Phil Jones, Greg Jones, somewhat Cole Freilich, he's been around for quite a long time, Seth Cole, but then we got three rookies at the front, Joshua Balkin, Jeffrey Finge, and Jacob Stumpf. We got 33 cars left in this race. Phil Jones and Carter Kozlowski, two good friends, start right next to each other, and they've been making the headlines a little bit lately due to Phil Jones winning this race last season. And Carter Kozlowski hasn't really been making the headlines this season, as he has a best finish of 19th, and the weird part about it is after the first 9 races, he's finished 19th 4 times in that 24 car, so that's his best finish of the year. Yeah, he's finished 19th 4 times, and he's fresh off of a 41st place finish at Kentucky. Not a good start to the season for Carter, but Jacob Stumpf has been around since Hartlepool, and we're going to see how this goes over. If he can maybe bring home that first win of his career, as the green flag is back out. We're racing again. Jacob Stumpf leads him into turn number 1. Get those flybys again, because those are just such good angles. Gives you the entire turn one simple camera angle. And the battle is on. Here comes Jeffrey Finge, going for the lead at the Brickyard 400. But now he has to tuck back in line, and now Seth Cole. Veteran move. He knows when drivers duck out like that, it's a great opportunity to make a pass. Come down this short chute. Leads us to turn number 4. Coming down the front straightaway. These guys are going to survive this lap. Jacob Stumpf is going to lead him at the line, but now Jeffrey Finge is going to go for it. Jacob Stumpf and Jeffrey Finge, two rookies, battle for the lead. Carter Kozlowski makes it 3 wide with Phil Jones, and Phil Jones gets turned hard into the outside wall, back into traffic. Oh, and he got hit again. Stephen Dillon, Dion Petty, Kyle Smith. Oh, Andrew Schwartz piles in. They're racing back to the line. If this was last season's race, 16 laps, this would be the race for the win. But due to the 24-lap race this season, these guys are still racing back to the line, assuming we're going to have another restart, which we will. It's going to be Jacob Stumpf winning it back to the line. Andrew Schwartz, Dion Petty, Eric Burton, Drew Austin, Danny Wells, Kyle Smith, Anthony Emery. All those guys have damage. Oh, a bunch of cars on pit lane. Devin Hargett, Michael Shelton, Zach Buchanan, Joseph Clark, Stephen Dillon, Phil Jones. That's not going to go over so well. Let's get a replay. All right. Wow, that's a very tough thing to call there. Carter Kozlowski was not giving Phil Jones room, and then Seth Cole kind of came down on Phil just a bit. And what a hard crash. And Seth Cole just missed that. Or, not Seth Cole, Chris Summers. Stephen Dillon, Zach Buchanan, Eric Burton. Many cars crashing here in turn number 2. Oh, Buchanan up in the air. Man, vicious wrecking going on at Indy. And did they wreck? Yeah, of course they did. Drew Austin and oh wow, this is completely different. Oh, Cole Freilich turned Sean Galligan, which caused a chain reaction. Somehow Drew Austin. Oh man, look at Buchanan. We already covered that, but wow. Oh, Galligan hit very hard multiple times. Jack Richards got into him. Wow. Chris Summers. That was a great wreck avoidance by him. And oh, Richards got hit pretty hard. This is exactly why Chris Summers is running in the top 5 in the points and is a former champion in the basketball shop. Watch this. Oh my goodness. Amazing wreck avoidance. Then Joshua Balkan got into the wall and he gave him a break. He might have said one. Either way, we're going to get you back to the restart with Jacob Stump leading you back down to the restart. We'll take the restart with 5 laps to go at Indy. Jacob Stump is your leader with Jeffrey Finge 2nd, Greg Jones 3rd, Seth Cole 4th, and Brandon Bain 5th. 6th, Chris Summers. 7th, Joshua Balkan. 8th, Carter Kozlowski. 9th, Jordan Balkan. 10th, Charles Jackson. 11th, Billy Bishop. 12th, T.O. Bain. 13th, Cole Freilich. 14th, Julie Stewart. 15th, Kurt Kozlowski. 16th, Matt McMurray. 17th, Sean Galligan. 18th, Courtney Simpson. 19th, Jordan Apoloto. Rounding out your top 20 will be the 19 of Jack Richards. 21st, Drew Austin. 22nd, Kyle Smith. 23rd, Danny Wells. 24th, Dion Petty. And 25th is Anthony Emery. Now, Kyle Smith's best finish this season is 20th. He restarts 22nd, so he's right on the verge of getting his new best finish of the year. And these guys are going to wreck. They better do it quickly. Otherwise, we are going to end this race under caution. And that's not what we came to Indy to do. We would much rather have this race end under green flag conditions. And Jacob Stump, Anthony... Jeffrey Finge, not Anthony Emery. Anthony restarts last of cars left in the field. Here we go, coming out of turn number 4, Jacob Stump. Gonna try to pick up his first career win, and the first win this season for RCR. Green flag is back out. 2 rookies lead him back to the green flag at Indy. And here comes Jeffrey Finge. He knows he might not have much time left to race for the lead. Here we go, heading into turn 2. Jeffrey Finge's got it. Oh, Greg Jones slips up 3 wide. 3 wide for the 2nd position at Indy. These guys better get that sorted out before we enter turn 3 or we're going to have problems. They're going to continue to battle, and look out, Greg Jones, Jacob Stump making contact. Somehow they kept it together. How, I will never know. Jacob Stump got a piece of the wall. Carter Kozlowski made it through along with Charles Jackson. But a big break for Jeffrey Finge. If they wreck now, it's going to end the race. Seth Cole is clear into the 2nd position. Uh-oh. Thought these guys back here are going to have some problems. T.O. Bain comes up the track, and he's going to probably hit the wall on exit. Sean Galligan better give him a break, and he did. Galligan just barely kept it off the quarter pound. And Kyle Smith, that damage is really affecting him, and it doesn't look like he's going to have the new best finish of his season. Through turn 4, coming down to take 3 laps to go at Indianapolis. down the front stretch they come. Let's see, last lap it was Seth Cole outrunning the leader Jeffrey Finge by about 0.2 of a second. But Greg Jones is gonna force Seth Cole up the track. Seth almost got under the quarter panel of Greg Jones, and that's gonna allow Chris Summers to jump in on this opportunity. Can Summers win the Brickyard 400? Oh boy, he tried to pack it in 3 wide entering turn 3, thought better of it. Now he's going to try to get around Seth Cole. Now Greg Jones is right there. It's Jeffrey Finge continued to lead this race with 2 laps to go here at Indy. If Summers can get clear of Seth Cole, he might have a shot at it. Oh, Brandon Bain, Carter Kozlowski, and Seth Cole are going to pack it in 3 wide. Oh, Brandon Bain is in the wall, and he saved it. Brandon Bain got a big chunk of the wall exiting the turn, but he keeps it together. Jeffrey Finge looking for his 2nd win of the season. Sorry, RCR has one. We said if Jacob Stumpf won, that'd be the first win for RCR. Texas was Jeffrey Finge's win. And now, going for his 2nd win of his career and season, down the long front straightaway. White flag is in the air for Jeffrey Finge. Can he hold off the veteran Greg Jones for just 1 more lap? Greg Jones outran the leader by 0.2 last time around. If he does that again, he might have a shot at it. Through 1 and 2. It's still Finge with the advantage, but now Greg Jones starting to close in the 2nd position. Nobody ducking out to try to pick up a position. Entering turn 3 for the final time in this race. Jeffrey Finge searching his 2nd win of the year, and he's going to be the first multi-time winner if he can do that. And he's going to do it. Coming through the final turn, Greg Jones, 2 car lengths back. He can't catch him. Jeffrey Finge, the rookie, is going to win the historic Brickyard 400. A rookie gets it done at one of the toughest racetracks on the circuit. Wow, Kyle Smith was a lot further off pace than I thought he would be. Congratulations, Jeffrey Finge. What a great finish, and what a great job done by that kid here today. Jeffrey Finge has won this event. Jeffrey Finge wins it with Greg Jones in the 2nd position, Chris Summers 3rd, Carter Kozlowski 4th, and Joshua Balkin in the 5th spot. 6th, Jacob Stumpf 7th, Brandon Bain 8th, Seth Cole 9th, Kurt Kozlowski, and 10th is Matthew McMurray. So there's 1st through 28th, 15th to 42nd. Garrett Jones, his worst finish coming into this race was 39th. He did that twice. Now he finishes 40th. As we mentioned before, he's on a bit of a slump. Phil Jones, last time we were at Indy, he won this race. He finishes 27th today. Kyle Smith was the last car to finish this race. He finished in the 25th spot. So there is your finishing results for today's race. Sean Galligan got contact late in the going. He ended up 19th after he pounds the outside wall a few times, actually. So still a decent finish for Sean after getting shoved around a bit towards the end of the race. Seth Cole, we thought he had a shot at it, but late in the going, he fell back to the 8th spot. So congratulations to Jeffrey Finge, his 2nd career win. His 2nd career win, 2nd win of the season, and now this ties him for 5th on the all-time win list. So congratulations, Jeffrey Finge and Richard Childress Racing. Here's the celebration screen for the rookie.